What's good, everybody? It's Joe, and I come back at you with another video. So for this video, I wanted to talk about why you should begin a YouTube channel, even if no one watches. So this is quite the topic because as of this recording of this video, right, I'm currently at 3 subscribers. And so for some people, they'll look at it and say, well, why should you continue? Why should you keep pushing forward if you've posted dozens of videos, more than dozens of videos, and you're still only at 3 subscribers? At least for me, in my eyes, I'm not worried about that. I don't care, because in my eyes, this channel is already at 1 million subscribers, and I'm going to treat it as though it's already at 1 million subscribers. And I know even if the current reality where we're at right now is only says 3, I don't care about that number, because I know that that number is not reflective of what I'm doing and where I'm taking this channel, right? The goal of this channel has always been to empower people around the world and to give people hope that there's a better tomorrow, there's a better future, right? To help give people guidance and to help put people on the right track. So even if right now is at 3 subscribers, I don't care, because I don't see it as being 3 subscribers. I see this as being one of the biggest channels on YouTube platform and one of the biggest channels in the world. And there's nothing that anyone can say to me to change my mind about that. And that's how you need to approach it. But I have also bullet points that can, help give you insight on that. Was just my perspective on where I'm at as far as this. Like, I'm going to continue putting out content because I know that if I continue heading in that direction of the goal that I want to accomplish here on YouTube, that is inevitable for me to get there. It doesn't matter if I'm crawling, walking, sprinting, right? Like, if I'm heading in the direction that I want to go to and I continue heading in that direction, it's inevitable for me to get there. So this is why I'm not concerned if, I feel as though I haven't made as much progress as I thought I would, right? I'm still heading in the right direction. So progress, at the end of the day, progress is still progress. So that's one of the reasons, at least from my perspective, why I'm still pursuing this YouTube channel. And even if no one watches, to me, it doesn't matter, because I know it's inevitable for people to stumble across my content and benefit from this. And I know that the information that I'm putting out will help change lives and improve the lives of people and empower people around the world. So as far as, bullet points for why you should begin a YouTube channel, even if no one watches, the first being for confidence, right? You begin to develop confidence in yourself and your work because you're behind the camera and you're sharing your life experience or whatever content you're putting out with the rest of the world. And I know the hardest part is always getting started. And I know it can seem scary because, you may be afraid of putting yourself out there or being judged by the masses. But to be completely honest, like, people are going to judge you one way or another. Like, it is what it is. Like, if we look at someone, a beloved figure like Martin Luther King Jr., who only preached love and peace and was a man of high character and high morals, there was, regardless of what he did, what he preached, there were still people on the planet who disliked him. Even if he had the right values, the right morals, the right everything, there's still people out there who dislike them. And that is the truth. That's fact, right? So regardless of you putting out your content, even in your regular day-to-day, there's still going to be people who like you, of course, if you're a great person. And there's going to be other people out there who just may not feel the same way. And that's perfectly fine. Putting yourself out on YouTube and putting out videos helps you develop your confidence, because whether it's you speaking directly on a camera or whether it's you putting out your content through other forms, right? You're creating, right? You're putting things out, ideally content of what you enjoy. And that's sort of spilling into my other topic, is when you're putting out YouTube videos, you're creating, right? Because you're a creator. So you're doing your purpose. You're doing what you've always wanted to do, in the sense of you're tapping into your true power, right? You're creating something out of nothing. And that's always brought us joy, because Everyone is a creator in some way, shape, or form. When it comes to making food, let's say you're making yourself a meal, you're creating that meal. Whatever idea it is that you had in your mind, you're putting that down with whatever ingredients in the kitchen, and you're making that food. Same idea when you're putting on clothes and an outfit. You're creating, you're deciding to put a certain shirt combination with a certain pair of pants, with a certain pair of socks and shoes, right? Like, so our, at the very foundational baseline level of human beings, like we're all, like we are creators, we have imagination, right? Like when you're putting out YouTube videos and you're putting out your content, it's what you made. And so that should be something that you're proud of because it came from you, right? When you're putting out videos, you should have the freedom to put whatever it is that you enjoy, right? And that's the other point here, right? You're putting out what is that, ideally what is that you enjoy. And so you can take it whatever it is that you want to take it. And that should give you a sense of freedom because now the power is in your hands to do whatever it is that you want to do, to take it wherever it is that you want to take it. And that right there is a blessing because for a lot of people, they don't ever feel like they have an outlet where they can just let loose and be free and create whatever that they want to create. So the next thing, right, being free of judgment from people. Once you realize, of course, that people are going to have their opinion on you, what you need to learn and realize is that what other people think about you is not your business, right? Because you don't know what goes through their minds, like all the thoughts that go through their minds. You can't read their minds. People are going to feel how they feel for whatever reason. So you just want to make sure you're putting out content that's in line with who you are as a person and in line with your morals, your values, and everything. So that if you're proud of your work, then that's all that matters. And you'll soon come to realization that the people who are like you are going to gravitate to you. And that's how it is, right? People who like your content, like you as a person, like what you're doing, and want to support you, those people are going to be the people that you're going to come across that are going to be in your corner. The next thing is being able to share your skill with the world. So what I mean by that is, if you're really good at something, right, being able to make YouTube videos, you can show other people that you're good so that it can either lead to additional business, it can either lead to other people picking up that skill, it can lead to you just putting yourself out there for opportunities. A simple example, right, that everyone, or a lot of you may be familiar with, like the artist Justin Bieber. When he was young, I want to say maybe like 10, 11, 12 years old, probably close to 12 years old, he was putting out YouTube videos of himself singing and making music and playing instruments and all these things. And it was Usher who came across his content on YouTube, saw him, saw that he was talented, and decided to connect with him and eventually help give him a platform to be an international artist. So had someone like Justin Bieber not put out YouTube videos, it's very possible that he could have been successful in a different route, but it could have potentially taken him longer. Or it's very possible that he could have never been found and he could have just ended up being just a musician that plays music at home without ever actually making music for the masses. So you never know what can come about putting out YouTube videos and content, right? There's so many people who start off their channel by just having conversations, sharing their life stories, and their channel will eventually grow and evolve, and they can eventually come across endorsement opportunities or other business opportunities that they may not have been aware of prior that can put them in a better position. Or their YouTube channel can exist just for helping other people, and they can end up, making a living just off of helping other people or doing their part in improving the quality of the world. Like I remember I came across another channel of a man who, he knew how to do like repairs and fixes around the house. Like say for example, if a faucet was leaking, or if your toilet or your bathtub was clogged or something, right? There's a lot of people who wouldn't even know where to begin on how to fix those issues, because they either don't have someone at home or they just never done this or had to do it themselves. And so the motivation, I wish I knew the guy's name, but the motivation for that guy to make the YouTube channel is because he understood that there's a lot of people who grew up in households without fathers, or and that's one of the big motivators, right? That they grew up in a household without a father figure or someone who knew how to do these things. So that was his motivation of putting out those YouTube videos on like how to fix things at home to help those people. And he always gets an immense amount of love in the comment section from people around the world, thanking him on showing them how to do certain things for house repairs because they grew up without a father figure or without someone who knew how to do these things. And right, you can provide value to so many people around the world in ways that you can imagine, and it can open so many doors for you that once again you could have never imagined from what it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is. If you have some sort of skill or gift, and as far as like a gift, I mean something that you're good at, that you're exceptional at, that other people can't do or just don't do as well as you, right? You can share that. If you're passionate about that, you can share that because you don't know where it takes you, right? Your joy, your passion, it can take you around the world. It can open up so many doors for you that you are just not aware of. And all you have to do is just post, right? Like there's people out there, and this is another example. There's people out there who literally love the game of chess. They just love playing. It's a board game. They love playing chess. And I see the challenge in it. I see how it takes a lot of intelligence and practice and experience in all these things. But there's some people that are so passionate about the game of chess that their entire YouTube channel revolves only around chess. And they have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and that's all they do. They just post videos of themselves playing chess. And that alone has allowed them to live off the game, right? That they can play the game whenever they want, that is their job, that is what pays the bills, and they're financially free, and they can travel the world and do all these great things because of a game, right? Like, you don't know where this can take you. So this is why you shouldn't concern yourself of whether or not somebody watches or not, right? You should just keep posting content of what you enjoy, of what you're good at, because you don't like it can even you can eventually be responsible for creating a community of people, of like-minded individuals who share the same passions and hobbies for you. You can end up being the next big thing in whatever industry you want to pursue or be in, right? Like, there's so many doors, so many opportunities that can open for you that you just shouldn't be concerned about whether or not someone watches you. You don't know. In the same case with Justin Bieber, I don't think Justin Bieber ever would have imagined that a global artist like Usher would stumble across his videos and then eventually connect with him. Right? So this is what I mean. Doesn't matter who watches. If you're passionate about something, put the video out there. If there's a message or story you want to share, put the video out there. If there's something that you want to do or pursue, put the video out there. You'll develop confidence. You'll eventually stop judging yourself because you know that this is what you enjoy, and it doesn't matter about all these other variables. Like, even just sharing a personal anecdote for myself, like, one of the reasons why I was initially hesitant about putting up these YouTube videos was because I was always thinking that these videos wouldn't be perfect, that, I never really edited videos like that, or, like, I don't want to be recording videos in my bedroom, right? I have a bed behind me. Like, what do people think? Will they judge me if I'm just doing videos in my bedroom? Like, I need to have a big studio set and like all these fancy lighting, and the audio needs to be perfect and all these things, when in reality, all I was doing was making excuses for not getting started. Because all the time I wasted, it was months and months and months that went by, that every time I tried to get started, I was just too like nervous, or I kept just thinking about all the reasons why it couldn't happen, why I couldn't succeed, rather than just getting started and just reminding myself that everyone starts somewhere. One of the things that I eventually did to help get myself out of that is that I would go on other big YouTube channels, right? And then I would sort the videos. You know how you can see the most recent video? I would sort it for the oldest videos. So I would see all the beginning videos that a lot of these successful channels posted, and it would be people literally just picking up their phone and recording and talking into their phone. right now I'm talking to professional camera. So, and I have like a professional like Rode microphone. So it's like I already have a better setup than most people, but I was so overly concerned about how the video looked and I needed everything to be professional and perfect starting off, when in reality I know that's not really the case, right? It's inevitable, however, though, it is inevitable for things to eventually improve over time, because I know this channel will grow. I know things are going to improve, and I know eventually I will be able to be in a position where I can invest back in the business and have my dream set up and all these things. But right now, I need to start somewhere. Right? If the goal is to hit 1 million subscribers, and currently right now as we speak, I'm at 3 subscribers. I know in order for me to get to 1 million, I need to hit 4 subscribers, and then 5 subscribers, and then 10 and 20, and then 100, and then 1,000, right? Like it'll get there over time. But right now, I'm not going to treat this channel as if it has 3 subscribers. I'm going to treat it with the end goal in mind that it's already at 1 million, because that's where I want it to be, and that's where it will be, and it's inevitable for it to get there. So I'm not concerned about anything else. So once again, this is why you should start a YouTube channel, even if no one watches, because you don't know where it's going to take you, and it can end up being some of the most enjoyable moments, or an enjoyable journey. It can be one of the most enjoyable journeys that you've ever had, because you have the opportunity to be free with your content. Whatever it is that you want to do, however you want to venture off, you can do that. And you don't know the impact that you can have in the lives of other people around the world unless you get started and just do it, right? Just have fun. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, whatever it is that gives you pleasure, just do it. Have fun. There's so many people who just enjoy cooking that they've either cooked in restaurants, or they just didn't really have interest in cooking in restaurants, that they just enjoy cooking at home. They like trying new things. They put out YouTube videos of them cooking, and they end up blowing up as a YouTube channel because other people around the world try their recipes and love their recipes and love their food. You don't know where it's gonna take you. So when you do YouTube videos like this, it's actually good starting off putting out videos when no one watches you, because then you won't be afraid of people judging you, right? You can put out videos and, I guess develop, thicker skin, or just develop being able to not even judge yourself, right? Just posting out the content, regardless if it's silly or not, doesn't matter, right? So then you can begin developing the confidence, so that when you arrive at that point where you're just, confident in yourself and your abilities, and you're putting out content, then it becomes smooth sailing. It becomes easy. It's like second nature. All the videos that I've been posting now, I feel like it's coming second nature, because I've just been doing it so a lot more often right now, and I stopped caring about all the other variables that don't matter. I just stopped caring. Like, why am I going to judge myself when I know that I can help people around the world with what I've learned and what I can share? It can make a difference in the billions of people on the planet. So no longer going to be fearful. There's something that I want to talk about behind the camera. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to keep posting content, because right now, even if it says 3 subscribers, I believe I'm at 1 million. And day by day, that number that I see when I look at subscriber count, that number is going to go up. It has to. It must. So don't concern yourself with the details. Just have fun. Share your gift with the world. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just have fun along this journey. Everything is going to line itself up. Opportunities and the doors are going to open for you. And, just enjoy the journey, and you'll see where it takes you from there. So that's why you should begin a YouTube channel, even if no one watches, because it's inevitable for people to watch. It's inevitable for people to stop by. And if you're doing your purpose, right, if you're doing God's work, then everything in your life will eventually be taken care of. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.